Hello, hello. Welcome. Episode 83. Um, Doing one on a morning that I said I would or may not do. Um, but I did, obviously. So we're here. Alright. We should be good to run and let's get the party started, shall we? We have Superstar Showdown, which is part of the, I think, 9 year contract for Saudi Arabia, which they should have terminated after all the bullshit from Saudi Arabia, but they didn't. Not my business. Um, but that's just okay. We know it's going to suck because it's in Saudi Arabia. You can't have the women superstars. You can't have anything fun. Um, and it's an oppressed society that we shouldn't be in. So, whatever. We should. Well, not my business. We won't get into that. So, we jump right into the main eventer in the Beast Slayer. Dressed this time like a character from Overwatch. Down! So he he's all wrapped up in dressings and his uh, ribs and all that stuff from the big Lesnar beatdown, and so we go. And of course, we have the fake ass Corbin intro with Jetta's favorite son, Baron Corbin. And so Seth needs to make quick work of this douche because you know that Lesnar's just waiting around the corner. So it's probably, it was about a B plus match at best. Um, Corbin, for all the crap that he is and all the crap that I give him, he's a pretty good wrestler overall. I liked him until he, back when the only argument was that he had horrible hair. Um, so about a B plus match, and probably though for that, it's just because of the aftermatch. So we have we have Rollins just unload on him and ends up he rolls him up from behind. He gets the wrap. He gets the pin, and then after the fact, Corbin hits an end of days because he's all pissed off, and then we get what we thought we were gonna get, and that's Lesnar running to the ring, and this this dude's already made more appearances in 2 3 weeks than he made all of last year. So at least he's earning a little bit of his cash. And um, anyway, so Rollins just straight unloads on him, trying to wear him down, and Lesnar's walking in carrying a chair. I mean, this is Money in the Bank winner. There's no DQ. It's just pin. It's a 24/7 champ. That's legit. And so anyway, Rollins is still laying in the ring, and he low blows him just like he did to win the title. Then gets the chair, just starts wailing, and I love it. So Lesnar grabs his little briefcase and is holding on to it like it's a baby, and then Rollins face stomps him right on the briefcase and walks away. So it's early here, and so that made it a B plus. Just the ending, having the fact that we didn't know whether or not Lesnar was gonna run in and steal a title again, and then have to deal with him. So you know, it is what it is. Um, and that was good overall. Then we roll with the Demon, uh, Finn Balor, Intercontinental Championship on the line, and he gets Andrade, and he's already in the ring for some reason when Balor's theme is still playing and coming out. I think they just wanted to play up the Demon, or it's Saudi Arabia. Maybe there's something in Andrade's whatever. They pander to these fuckers, and maybe there's something in his theme song that they don't like. I don't care. Um, but anyway, we get uh, we get about a B match overall on these guys. Um, Andrade did well. It was pretty good. I thought the Demon was going to win. Um, I had no doubt in that, really. But he's doing pretty well. I know that's another one I give crap, but I have to give credit. It was pretty decent. He won. And then we get what we get every episode, and we get the big dog versus the best in the world. Okay. And, you know, that's just it. Because no chicks or anyone good on the wrestling card wants to come to the hellhole in the desert, or they're banned, like Sami Zayn, because he helps out Syria. But anyway, with this one, you end up with at best a C match, maybe 2 stars. You get um, Roman getting caught by a claymore when the ref isn't looking, and then Shane gets the pin. So you kind of knew going in what it was going to be. And then we get a big Kofi promo. And then we get the match I'm going to skip. We have the Lucha House Party, the joke match with the big white retarded racist. So I skip it. It's an F. Don't care. You got 3 lightweights on one big fat piece of shit. And so we're good. Now on to real matches. And we get our old man's match of this pay-per-view. One of the two. Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. I don't know. I just like the Viper, even when he's good or when he sucks. And I like the crazy angle. Anyway, I've been looking forward to this one, regrettably. So it's a good fight. Randy Orton, he he obviously does this a little more often than others, but we get we get a couple pedigrees, couple RKO's, we get our near falls that are in there, and yeah, we get Triple H put him through a table like 4 times, and still Randy hits an RKO again and takes it. So I was glad to see that they let Orton win this one. Really, the general scheme of things, you're looking at a C match overall, and I think most of that is just due to Triple H is still in shape and he's still a beast, but he doesn't wrestle every week. It's a difference between week in and week out wrestling shape and being in shape. Just like football, you got football shape and you got someone who's in shape. So, um, same way with there, and you know, it was okay. It wasn't a, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be or expected, but I'll take it. Um, Moving into, I guess I can just call it the R Truth corner. Um, this 24/7 title, it's just a fucking joke. But it's entertaining. So it's funny, and then at the same time, it's like making a mockery of a title. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but and this one is pretty cool because you have gender take out our truth on the tarmac, and this is on the way to Saudi Arabia. So he takes him out on the tarmac and wins the title, and then he he runs in, locks himself in the bathroom, and then in the middle of the night he comes out and goes to sleep. And then we have Truth come out, through all of that, look through, find gender, and then wake him up, pin him in his sleep, and then realize he's on a plane full of nobodies that wants his nobody title, and he keeps it, I guess, all the way there, and so it's good. Uh, Move on to the big man match. Wow, we get Strowman, Bobby Lashley. Lashley came out first and had his big posing uh, platform for pay per views. So, Strowman comes out and beats it up and throws it around. And then, so it's a big man fight. It's what you expect it to be. They do remind you at this point, which is something I forgot, that it's outside arena in the shithole desert and it's 90 plus degrees. So these big guys are getting tired. And so it's a big man fight, little slow moving, some moments of big athlete ability. We ended on two power slams and a pin. Strowman takes it, probably a C match on that one as well. And nothing really big overall. So we move into our bout for the championship. And, ooh, missed a music key. Oh well, we'll get to that. Um, it's a new day. Uh, Kofi Dolph. Really, it's not. It wasn't the best match between these two. Like, keep in mind they've had. I think now with this title, they have fought each other for every major title that existed up until that time. They obviously haven't done the 24/7, something like that, but they usually put on great matches. I don't know if it's the heat, the travel, the fatigue, because Kofi's been double duty everywhere. So I'm not sure exactly the disconnect, but it was okay. Kofi ends up doing the usual, missed the Trouble in Paradise, hit the Trouble in Paradise, and retains probably a C plus to a B. Nothing, nothing huge. And Dolph is a little pissed because of his little tussle with Xavier on the outside. And so afterward, he does the whole speech of Kofi's not a hero, he's a coward, and it should have been me. Um, yeah, he's just following in character with that. Um, so, you know, he, it is what it is. And we know this will continue a little bit further because of that. And that's fine. Um, and on to the 50-man battle royale. So it's the biggest battle royale in WWE history. And they do it in Saudi Arabia because no one cares. It's not for anything. You're not winning a title shot. You're not winning a briefcase. In fact, you're not really winning anything at all. So that's why we do it. And Miz gets his own intro, and Samoa. You go give Samoa Joe his own intro. Come on, he's the most overrated superstar on the roster. Stop giving that no talent ass clown any type of credit. Anyway, Cesaro, and then they give Titus O'Neil an intro, and I laugh. And then Elias, and I mean, you can't do 50, but to choose Titus and Samoa, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the melee matches and the 50 mans. They get exciting near the end, but um, so, couple highlights. Imagine Samoa Joe's fat ass is hard to lift. So, Ricochet and Ali double him up. Cesaro knocks them both off to get that. So, then we get Elias and Mansoor. And Elias almost gets him, but his feet don't come off. He throws Elias over after that. So, it's an obvious pandering to the Saudi fans, of whom I could care less. So, it's a good fit because I could care less who won the Rumble. So I'd have to give it like a D at best, just because you had some exciting moments. But it's an obvious like it's an obvious play to Saudi fans to have the hometown boy win it when he hasn't won anything. NXT, I don't watch him a lot, but I'm sorry. He's such a no name that I don't have his theme to really play to celebrate his victory. Anyway, um, we get uh, the locker room and we get the theme. We get Goldberg. And nice. So you get the classic entrance all the way beginning to end. The little security guard knocking on the door and letting him in, and that's cool. It was good to see, and I like some Bill Goldberg. I've got anyway. Um, I give the match really a C overall. It was pretty decent. Goldberg hits a spear right away, like his old school, just attack and destroy. And of course, Undertaker sets up from it. And, these two guys together, combined age is like 102, 103. So, it's not going to be this, this huge log drawn out, which is fine. But uh, the last few minutes were kind of shoddy overall, which kind of dropped it a little bit for me. But we do end up having The Undertaker take the match. And yeah, I thought it was a good ending. This is a pay per view that's kind of, I mean, it's a joke. It's on a Friday at like noon in a country that we don't care about. And whatever. It is what it is. So they promoted this as the foreign WrestleMania, and they use the same set and all of that. But overseas pay per views are kind of crappy, and they're just done to fulfill an agreement. Saudi Arabia paid millions for that. So pander to them, do it. I said I didn't know whether or not I was going to do a show on this, and I ended up doing it, which is fine. And anyway, thanks you guys for watching, listening. So you could also find YouTube. I forgot to mention this the past couple weeks. I broadcast them now when I record them. Just trying to get more of an audience there. So do support us at the TGOW podcast show, at the GOWP at gmail.com, and live stream YouTube. And that's about it. Episode 83. This is our superstar showdown, superstar, whatever, from Saudi Arabia. Thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.